QuesoDivas, welcome back to my couch. And welcome to day 6 of my top 10 worst dates of 2025. Since I last spoke to you though, the number for all my dates that I went on in 2025 has changed. Last week I told you I went on 74 dates in 2025, but now I've been on 77. Wicked witch. None of them deserve to be on this list, but one of them will get a shout out, and I think I'm gonna put it as like my second worst date of 2025, but it didn't go great this week, you guys. Oh, also my drink of choice today, we need to reflect, because this is my favorite drink ever. This is the Alani Booty Peach, I call it. It's just like the Alani Peach. This is the best tasting energy drink ever. This was probably my biggest disappointment of the year, because we had our first date and I'm loving our text messages. I'm rereading them right now. He texts me with a date and a time. He texts me to follow up. He texts me to follow up again. And then the day of the date, he says, hope you're ready for the best first date ever. And he's like, I'll text you before I head out. Like, I am loving how many times this guy is like reaching out and like giving me reassurance, secure communication. He was running like 2 minutes late, he said, which I'm always 5 minutes late for a date, so it didn't even matter, but it was cute that he even like said that. Wait, I'm kind of upset. So we go on this date, our chat is so good, like our banter is really good. His hair, non-existent. Whoops, sorry, I said it. It's about time we had a baldy in the chat here. I definitely thought we lived our lives very differently, which I also kind of liked. He was very just like boy. Just very like simple boy, minimalist, and I'm like maximalist, diva, badass girl. So I kind of like that dynamic when like a guy's minimalist, because I kind of need a minimalist, because if I were to ever move in with a man, babe, where are you gonna put your stuff? I can't even put my own things away. I have so much stuff. Like, this place is covered in things, and that's the first thing anyone says when they enter my apartment. Maybe I'll do a house tour, because I guess you guys have never seen like my full apartment. The date ends, he's a super gentleman. He walks me home, and I remember it was like super cold that night or something, and he was like gonna call an Uber or like gonna walk home or something, and he was like, can I just like come in to like reheat for a second, which isn't like the first time a guy's done this, but I was also vibing with him. I wasn't trying to like do anything with him, but I was like down for him to like come in for a bit. I think maybe he even was like, I need to use your bathroom. I don't know, so many men say so many different things to get their way through into the Queso Castle. That's the first time I've ever said Queso Castle. I love that this is the Queso Castle. Do you want the Queso Castle tour? So he walks in the bathroom. I'm sitting on the couch. He walks back over and just immediately like kisses me. And I'm like, let's go. This is exactly what I wanted. Yes. And so I'm like, I mean, we are boots on the ground right now. It happened on this very couch, probably in this very seat. So you can imagine this. So he's like leaning in over on top of me. And I all of a sudden get like Dementor Harry Potter sucked the soul out of me. I'm like, I'm levitating. Like, I'm like, whoa. Like, it's over my nose, it's over my mouth. I can't breathe. And all of a sudden now I'm panicking, because I'm like, oh my God, this is when I die. Like, this is when I die. Because that is a very scary thing that happens when a man enters my home. Like, thankfully I've never had any scary things happen, but like, something scary could happen, like totally. And like, he's over here like sucking my soul, and I was like, wait, we just had such a good night, like what's going on? So I push him away. I'm like, whoa, what was that? So I'm thinking maybe because of like the elevation of him, like maybe he was like putting too much of his body weight on me, and like it was just like a lot, because he was kind of standing up. So I say, Papa squat. Peanut, you're in here for the demonstration. So he's up here, he's like, ugh. I'm like, Papa squat, get down here, get down onto my level. So he's sitting right here, and I'm like, all right, let's try this again. Like I've like regained my breath, I've regained my consciousness. I'm like, okay, let's go in. Literally like vacuuming me. He's like Dyson air wrapping my mouth. So I'm just like so confused, like what is going on, like what? And so at this point I say something. If you see something, say something. So I'm like, you're kind of like sucking a lot when you smooch, like you're kind of sucking a lot. And he was like, oh, am I was like, yeah, like you are. Like I literally I can't breathe, like I can't breathe. And he's like, oh, like I'm sorry, I didn't like mean to make you like uncomfortable. And like he's like handling this like perfectly. I'm like, my man. And we like go back in. He's still doing it a little bit, but like less. Like it's a lot. Like I'm like, a lot less. Like my ex-boyfriend, the first time I kissed him, I had to give him some pointers, and after that we were golden. Gonna be golden. But he needed that like little nudge. So I was like, okay, I fixed him. So now I like pack him up, get him on his merry way. He goes home to pull up the text, because this is like the kind of guy he is. He's funny. So he texts me after he leaves and he says, let me know when you make it home. That's funny, because he was at my place. And so then I literally texted him after that. I added you in my phone as his name, Smooch. He's like, I dig it. I usually prefer Mr. Smooch, but for you, I'll let it slide. And then the next day he texts me. He says, you pretty lady, I want to see you again. Let's do something when we're both back. Oh yeah, because we were both leaving that weekend. And I'm like, that's also a hot, like reassuring, like emotionally mature text to send. Like he was just giving me like so much reassurance that he was into me. And so this time I was like, okay, let's like do a Central Park date. I love a Central Park date. And I think that we were like kind of talking about it. Like we were talking about how much we like nature. Like he wasn't a big drinker, and I'm like always down to like not drink if I don't want to. And it was like, I really want to do like a picnic date. I was like, this will be so cute. Like, yay. This is just like such a bummer. So we go on the second date, and it's like Central Park Day. We meet at like Butterfield to get ingredients. Right off the bat with the ingredients, like the things that we're going to do for our picnic, it was kind of like overstimulating, and he wasn't doing like a great job like comforting me. And we were like really only getting the things that he wanted to get on the date, like immediately right off the bat. And then we were also out of town that past weekend. Like we both were. And I ended up last minute not going. It was kind of like, not tea, but it was just a huge change of plans. Like instead of me going to my friends in Boston, like they came to me, and it was like a huge switch up. He never asked me how my weekend was, while he proceeds to tell me about his, and never asked me like, oh, how was your, because we were both going to Boston the same weekend. And he never was like, how did you like Boston? Because I had never been to Boston. I still haven't been to Boston. He never asked me that. And so already I'm like, ugh, like off on the wrong foot. But we go to the park, we lay down in the park, and like laying on a blanket on a nice evening, like there's really nothing like it. But also this date is in the daylight. The other one was in the dark. And he has like nose hair, and it's like bothering me. It's like sticking out of his nose, which I probably should have noticed on the first date, but like we're laying on a blanket. So I'm like literally like, looking up his nose. But then when you look at the side profile, you can like see them hanging out. And that is like one of my biggest icks, is like nose hair. If a guy has nose hair and like he's never like trimmed or anything, no, biggest ick. But like the date's going well, our conversation's good. We're like analyzing everyone in the park, like making up stories for them. Like our food is really good. We're kind of like laying down cuddling, like the sun's setting, it's so beautiful. And we go into Smooch, and I'm like, this is like my man. Like we go into Smooch. So after this date, I kind of like forgot about everything. Like, yeah, it was annoying that he didn't ask me about my weekend, yada. Like I already clocked that, but like we had fun on the date, and I forget that he's a suction cup smoocher. We go and kiss. And this time I'm on top. He's like laying down like this. And like I go in to kiss. I like face plant on the picnic blanket. He suctions me so hard that I like fall over. I'm like, what is going on? At this point, I just knew it was over, because I'm like, okay, if you weren't able to take my feedback, take it to the bank, and come back and better, I'm not into it. I'm not interested. And you already forgot I went out of town last weekend, so it seems like you're forgetful. And why are you sucking the life out of me when you're smooching me? Literally, why? But I'm also glad that he had those other red flags, so I don't feel as bad, and then I feel like I didn't really fumble him. So after that, I'm just like avoiding smooching. Like smooching, like I'm gonna be kissing the same lips of the man that I marry forever, and that already takes him off the table. Like I'm not gonna marry a man that I can't kiss. Now I was like already avoiding kissing him on the second date. Like after we did the first suction cup, I was like, I'm out. Like after that, we were just doing like pecks. I was like, and I want to make out. Like I love to make out. So I'm like, no, this is not gonna work. And so I was so sad, like, because our text at the end, because then I traveled again. I went home for a weekend. I don't even know why I went home for a weekend, but he like followed up with me. He was like, how was Michigan? I was like, it was so fun. He was like, would love to do something with you this week. So I respond with, and I think this is like a chat message, low key, there's like an M dash in it, embarrassing. I had a lot of fun on our dates, but to be honest, I don't think I felt a romantic vibe on my end. You seem great, and I wouldn't want to waste your time. Wish you the best. Because I do wish him the best, and I wish he finds someone that's also into that kissing style. But unfortunately, it wasn't me, and it really I will remember those kisses. That was the kiss of death. That was the kiss of death. I experienced the kiss of death because I think if I were to, like, one day a girl's gonna stop breathing from his touch, and he's gonna have to live with those consequences because I actually couldn't breathe, and he was going over the nose and mouth. Like, he must have just had a really big, I don't even know how he was doing his technique, because clearly I'm fighting for my life. I'm not really being like, let me see his position. No, I'm fighting for my life right now. And he handled it so well. He's like, no worries, I appreciate the honesty. And I'm like, yeah, that's like the correct response, unlike Meta Glasses, who was begging me for more. So that was my sixth worst date of 2025. I can't believe we're at number 5 tomorrow. We're almost halfway. Let me know which story has been your favorite and if I have been ranking them from like worst to best. I don't know, that's kind of hard to rank because as I tell the story, I kind of remember new things and get re-triggered. Second half, like these are actually some like bad men. Love you, QuesoDivas. I'll see you tomorrow.